Emotional appeals. Emotional appeals, when used effectively and ethically, can significantly enhance the persuasiveness of a negotiation. They can forge connections, humanize the negotiation process, and facilitate understanding. However, negotiators must be mindful of the potential risks and ethical implications, ensuring that such appeals are balanced with rational arguments and used in a manner that respects the emotional integrity of all parties involved. Emotional appeals in negotiation involve leveraging emotions to influence the other party's decision-making process. This tactic can be powerful, as it taps into human psychology and the tendency to be influenced by emotional factors. Here's a detailed breakdown of emotional appeals in negotiation. Definition and concept. Emotional connection. Creating a connection based on feelings, such as empathy, fear, happiness, or guilt, to sway the decision-making process. Psychological influence. Leveraging psychological triggers that may prompt an emotional response, impacting the other party's judgment and decisions. Mechanism of emotional appeals. Storytelling. Using anecdotes or narratives that evoke emotions, making the other party more receptive to the message. Personalization. Making the negotiation personally relevant to the other party, eliciting emotional investment. Appeal to values or beliefs. Highlighting aspects of the negotiation that align with the other party's values, beliefs, or ethical considerations. Usage in different contexts. Sales negotiations. Emphasizing how a product or service can emotionally benefit the buyer, e.g., happiness, security, status. Labor negotiations. Appealing to fairness and justice to gain support for workers' demands. Diplomatic negotiations. Using the emotional impact of a situation, e.g., humanitarian crises, to garner support or concessions. Risks and considerations. Backfiring. If perceived as manipulative or insincere, emotional appeals can damage trust and credibility. Ethical implications. Manipulating emotions can raise ethical concerns, especially if it exploits vulnerabilities. Balance with rationality. Over-reliance on emotion can overshadow important rational aspects of the negotiation. Strategies for effective emotional appeals. Authenticity. Ensuring that emotional appeals are genuine and not exaggerated or fabricated. Understanding the audience. Tailoring emotional appeals to the values, beliefs, and emotional triggers of the other party. Complement with facts. Balancing emotional appeals with factual information and logical arguments. Emotional intelligence. Using emotional intelligence to read the other party's reactions and adjust the approach accordingly. Ethical use of emotional appeals. Responsibility. Using emotional appeals responsibly, without exploiting the other party's vulnerabilities. Transparency. Being transparent about intentions and avoiding deceptive or misleading emotional tactics.